My name is Jazmyn Burton. I'm a yoga guide, a yoga teacher, a health and wellness enthusiast, a spiritual seeker, a mother, a sister, a daughter, a little bit of everything. Yeah. My purpose, I feel like my purpose is ever changing. I feel like there are so many layers to my life that I want to explore. But I do feel like I have stepped into at least one of my purposes, which is to encourage people of color to at least try the yoga practice. A lot of the images that we see in the media are of women that are, within the 1% that don't quite look like us. And I feel like that discourages a lot of women from taking up the practice. And from my experience, it does a lot for you, not only your physical health, but your mental and spiritual health as well. So my purpose, I believe, is to bring more people into the practice. I've fully stepped in with both feet. I think that initially it took a lot of learning and a lot of practicing and a lot of healing on my part in order for me to become the teacher that I am now. And I'm still growing in that regard. So there's still a lot that I need to learn and a lot that I need to heal within myself so that I can help others find that. So I've definitely stepped into it. Yeah, for sure. The most challenging time in my life was becoming a mother when I was 18. That was a little bit traumatic for me, as I'm sure you can imagine. But it developed me into the woman that I am today. I couldn't see it at the time, what exactly was happening or how it would begin to shape my life and the person that I am today. But the trials and the tribulations or the heartache that came along with that really helped me to not only work to heal myself, right, but work to be a better mother, work to show other women that it's possible, to become a mother young and still follow your dreams, follow your goals, and live a life that is beautiful for you and your children. The one thing I wish I knew 5 years ago that I know now is that the only thing constant is change. And I'm quoting Octavia Butler here, but it's so true. And I think that my personality is to cling to a certain idea of who or what I want to be, to set these really high goals for myself. And then if I don't get there, then I'm totally deflated and discouraged about it. And that happened to me a lot, all through my 20s, all through my 30s, won't give away my age. But yeah, that was a constant for me, clinging and trying to make a situation into what I wanted it to be instead of just relaxing into it, accepting what it was, working to change it where I could, but being still. There's strength in being still, and that there's strength in knowing that change comes, and on the other side of change, there's always something beautiful waiting for you, and if you can be patient enough and still enough to stick through it, you'll get there. My daily mantra is my body prayer, which is my yoga practice. So I get up every morning at 6 o'clock. I do at least 30 to 45 an hour of yoga every day. And it really helps me ground myself. My personality also, I feel can be a little hyperactive, a little anxious at times. So until I found my practice and until I figured out how to ground myself in my body, you know what I mean, in my personal space, I feel like I had a lot of trouble before I found that. And so I'm consistent with it because it's my medicine. It helps me get through the day, every day. I want to see African American women in particular really start to pay attention to their mental and their physical health, mental first and foremost. I want us to stop running from issues related to mental illness, no matter how small they might be, or no matter how long maybe you've been dealing with them or hiding them or not feeling comfortable enough to discuss them. I really want women to learn how to start to heal themselves. And I really believe that health and wellness or mindful eating, yoga, meditation are 3 pillars of our healing that I really want to see African American women totally embrace, completely embrace. The words of wisdom that I would give to the next generation of women coming up is to let go, let God, Be yourself, be comfortable in your skin, figure out what your self-care practices are, like what makes you feel good, even if that's like a cup of chai tea every morning or a jog around the block every morning. Like, tap into what it is that makes you shine, what brings out your light. And I know that it can be hard to like sustain that, especially in our circumstance, in our communities, and the stuff that we see through the media and the trauma I feel like that we experience on a daily basis. Like, it can be hard to hold yourself, you know, high, like hold your light up, but there are ways to do it. Find that way to do it, maintain it, stick with it, grow with it, be it. Women's lives matter.